Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my loves. So, you guys, happy Saturday and good morning. It's been a hot minute since I've been live, so I was like, let me go live today. Let me go live today and see all my people this morning. Welcome to Mercury retrograde. If you've been feeling tired, that's probably why. That more than likely, that is definitely why you're feeling tired. Mercury retrograde will do that to you, and it will. It definitely will. So, good morning, Aisha. How are you, love? I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes to join the live stream before I get started this morning. Before I start pulling cards. But if you've been feeling tired, that's probably why. Mercury retrograde on top of what do they call it? A super moon? Yeah, the blue moon in Pisces. A full moon in Pisces. How that happened, I'm not sure. But it is Virgo season. So it's like, it's contradictive energies because it's like, in the one sense, it's like Virgo season is that time where you kind of like feel that push to get your life together. But then at the same time, Pisces is more of the energy of Pisces is more laid back, more reserved. You gotta get it where you can. You gotta get it while you can get it. Aisha, that was me last weekend. Girl, I woke up and I had a headache, and I was like, "Ooh, wee." See, this is why I don't do this too often. That's why I don't do this too often. Your girl is getting too old for it. I'm getting too old for it. So, but I'm glad you had a good time and enjoyed yourself. Pisces. Anytime the moon is in Pisces, that's definitely a time to relax, unwind, have you a glass of wine, enjoy yourself, like pamper yourself, cater to your needs. So y'all, while we're waiting, life has been lifing. So people haven't really been seeing me post as much like on my Instagram or just seeing me on Instagram period too much because I literally just started back to school. I had a meeting yesterday with my program mentor. And so we were talking about the layout of the last 6 months of my term. Because the way my school does their thing is like each term is 6 months. So my first term, I had a deadline to meet and I didn't meet the deadline. So I had to make an appeal. And they actually approved my appeal. So I'm able to start back my classes. So that's going to be my focal point. Like focusing on school is going to be my focal point. Will I still read tarot? Yes. Oh, you're good, Aisha, love. Girl, I know everybody's not always able to hop on the live stream, so no, it's no biggie at all. People have lives and people are busy, and that's my point of saying what I'm saying now. Like, I'll be going live. Hopefully, I'll continue my Saturdays. If I happen to go live during the week, you're just blessed to catch me because, like I said, I'll be so busy with work and school during the week that sitting on live for an hour it's not feasible. It's not feasible. Funny, I found out not too long ago, I think like a year or two ago, that my life path number is 4. If you don't know what your life path number, I highly encourage you to look it up. My life path number is 4. And if you have a life path number of 4, you know what I'm talking about, like you're constantly like working, you're constantly grinding, you're constantly doing. So for us, it's like it takes a lot of energy for us to like slow down, rest, and recuperate. So that's what I did since Thursday. Like I had to slow myself down and rest and really try to like catch up on things because I'm like, I'm doing too much and I don't want to get into the habit of doing so much. I've done that before and you get burned out. So it's not a good thing. Like it's one thing to be productive, but it's another thing to where you have way too much stuff on your plate and then you end up having to throw stuff away or waste things. Good things are wasted because you just simply can't keep up. I've also been working on another deck. So I've been putting all of my energy and creativity into that. Oh, really, Aisha? You know what? I've never seen a Life Path 7. Now I'm gonna have to look that up and see what Life Path 7s are. But yeah, Life Path 4 is a path of the worker, is what they call it. So I had to learn to like slow down, rest, not allow my anxiety to get the best of me. Part of my Aquarius traits. Um, because I told my my program mentor, she's been so great. She's been such a sweetheart and so helpful during my entire journey of getting into school, getting into college, which is a personal goal for me, like a personal accomplishment. It has nothing to do with anyone outside of myself. So I've wanted to do it for a long time. I had put it on the back burner because of family and other things. Um, but now, like, I'm really proud of myself that I persisted, and that's what she was telling me yesterday when we were on the phone, because I had a meeting at 1 o'clock, and then I had a client after that. But she was telling my program mentor, she was like, Jacqueline, I'm so proud of you. She was like, you really gave it your all. She was like, and they approved your appeal, which is a big deal. She was like, so now we get to start over with a clean slate. Because the thing is, when you're in college, I think you have to meet a certain, like, your grades have to be at a certain level, and I didn't meet it this first term because I had a lot of personal things going on in my life that I wasn't able to meet the requirement. So I had to make an appeal to continue in school. And so I got the email like 4 or 5 days ago. And I was just in tears. And it takes a lot to get me in tears because I'm not a very like outwardly emotional person. But I was in tears because I was just waiting for them to give me a no. Like, we looked over your stuff and it's going to be a no. Like, in my mind, like, not that I was waiting for a no, but it's kind of like, you know, like where you're kind of just like, whatever happens, happens. Like, I really don't have any control over this. I gave it my all. I did the best I can do. And that's it. I prayed about it and I was like, Father, may your will be done in the situation because I really, really want to go to school. Like, I really want to get my degree. This is something that really matters to me. This is important to me. But if it's not your plan, then so be it. So I left it alone. And I come back to check in my student portal where I log into my online, because my college courses are online. So I logged into my portal, and the next thing I see is an email from my program mentor, and she's like, "Congratulations, Jacqueline, your appeal was accepted." So I was like, so relieved, and then tears just started pouring because I was just like, I cannot believe this is actually happening right now. So we had a phone call yesterday, so I'm back finishing up the class that I didn't get to finish the first term. Finishing that, and then I have 3 other courses I have to take, and I have writing involved. So I'll probably be more busy in school than anything. Will I still be available for personal readings? Yes, my website will still be open, but weekends will be cleared out for school. Like, weekends will definitely be cleared out for school because I'm busy with work. I also work. And that's what I love about the university that I'm attending, is that it's for adults who actually, you know, have families who work. So you can still get your degree, but do it on your time. Was it a process? Yes. Even the initial process of me being accepted and all of that, it was a whole process, but it was well worth it. I highly encourage you, if you're considering doing something that matters to you, do it. Don't worry about anybody else's opinions about it. If it's something that you really, really want to do, pursue it. Because you'll get it. You'll get it. You just have to be persistent in what it is that you want. And sometimes you have to fight a little bit harder for what you want, if that's what you really want, right? And don't do it for anybody else, but do it for you. All right, y'all. So enough about me. Oh, by the way, you guys, the deck that I'm working on, remember I told y'all some weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, because time has flown by, that I was working on a career in finance oracle deck. That's what I've been working on. Once I get them all uploaded, I'm going to make orders. I'm going to have it available for pre-order on my Etsy shop. I also have 4-ounce containers of ground frankincense that I will be selling on my Etsy shop as well, along with incense burners. So if that's something that you're interested in to cleanse and clear your space, I'll have those available coming up here soon. I have been working on them since yesterday. The incense, I have to print the labels off today so I can get them in this is what people don't see behind the scenes of being a business owner. Like, I have to make all of my own labels. I have to upload all of my pictures. I have to edit all of the details. I have to pay for that listing. Like, of each item that you have on your website or your Etsy shop, you have to go in and create a detailed list of whatever the ingredients are, whatever the product is, the weight, all of that. You have to manually put that in there, what you're going to charge for shipping. Like, it's a process. The same thing with uploading content. Like, if you have a YouTube channel, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a fellow tarot reader, you know what I'm talking about. Recording readings takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of energy. So you have to go in and edit those videos to however long you want them, create a thumbnail, copy and paste a detailed description of the video, what you want, the thanks for watching, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. You know, you can reach me here, my email address, my website for personal bookings, if you offer personal bookings, right? How much, some people like to put the cost of their readings in there. I don't, because if you go to the website, you'll see it there. Like, you have to put all of that information in there per video, right? Mind you, you're uploading that video, and sometimes the video can take up anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour to upload onto YouTube, right? And then you have to make sure that either you're going to monetize the video depending on how many subscribers you have, or you're not going to monetize the videos because you want it to play straight through and not have any ads or commercials in between. So it's a process. People who don't know, people who are not behind the scenes don't know that. It's funny to me because people be like, oh, well, I don't know why she has ads in there. People are always trying to make money. I've never seen money from the ads. Never. The only way I get money from tarot readings is if somebody donates through Super Chat, Cash App, or PayPal. That's it. And Super Chat usually takes about a month, almost a month and a half, because they do it according to a cycle. So it's not a consistent, like, you send me a $20 Super Chat today for a deep dive. I won't get that until I reach a certain amount of Super Chats, right? So if you're new to my channel and you're coming in and you're wanting a reading, just know that. Just be aware of that. And time and energy is not free. The time and energy is not free. I don't know why people insist on looking for people to do free readings. Like, what? Do you go to the nail salon and ask them to do your nails for free? Or a color change for free? They're not gonna do it. They're not even gonna trim your nails for free. They're not even gonna take them off for free. It's always the audacity for me. I had some woman jump in my DMs the other day, and she was like, hey, are you available for a question? Now, mind you, she didn't even give me a chance to respond. Next thing I know, she's posting her question and basically demanding me to answer it. And I just ignored it. I just completely ignored it. Hey, kids, how are you? I completely ignored it because how dare this person who I really don't know hop into my DMs and just start asking me questions and then expecting me to respond to it when I have a whole ass website, and I know that she saw my post that I had in my stories, and I'm just like, so just keep that in mind. Like, any reader, any channel that you go to, like, everybody is busy. People have lives, and their time and energy is precious. So the last thing you want to do is, like, have an expectation of someone that you don't even know. All right, y'all. So let's get into some messages from Spirit this morning and see what Spirit wants y'all to know. What am I looking for? Cosmic Divination Oracle. I won't be out here long. Let's get some ancestral messages. Let's start there. Because I don't think I've read these in a minute, so. It's funny. The first card off the top of this deck is the Hermit, and this is funny because the Hermit is Virgo energy, and we are in Virgo season. So if you're watching this live stream, this is a sign, right? A sign from the universe to go within. It says, yeah, retreat and recharge. It's okay to take a break from social media it's okay to take a little hiatus, to go to go MIA for a little bit, especially if you've been confused about a situation, or you're just trying to really, like, if you're trying to focus on something, you're creating a project or you're working on something, it's better to be it's better to be in isolation so you can actually focus. You like what, Kiss? Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? Messages for the collective today. Ancestors of the highest vibrational frequency only. Please show me the messages for the collective today, Spirit. What messages do you have for my viewers and subscribers today? Good morning and happy Saturday if you are here. Oh, thank you, Kiss. Girl, they have to be done today. I'm going to get them done today. 2 weeks ago, I had an injury on my hand. As you can see, this nail broke. And it actually was done, but they did it, they fixed it, but it came off. And these have been on like for 2 weeks. So it's time for a color change. Which I'm really enjoying my short nails. I don't know if you can see the difference, but you see this hand, the ring finger, see the size of this finger? This finger, this one was swole. This finger was so swole, they had to cut a ring off of it. They had to cut a ring off of it. Did you donate, Kiss? Did you donate for a reading? I just want to make sure if you sent a donation for a reading that you don't get missed. We have the Oracle. So that's the first message that came out. We got 2 from the ancestors today. We have the Oracle and we also have Shapeshifter. So, right? Show y'all. Oracle. You can send a super chat, love. You can send a super chat. You don't have to do those 2 methods. You can, like I said, you can send a super chat if that's what works best for you. But that's weird that they don't have PayPal in your country, because PayPal literally is worldwide. It's global. Everybody that I know, I've had people send me PayPal from Iran, from Turkey, Australia, across the globe, India. I've had people send me PayPal. Africa. So that's weird. Okay. Yep. Well, you can send a super chat, love. So we have Shapeshifter and we have Oracle. These are the 2 ancestral messages that came up for the collective this morning, you guys. So let's talk about it, shall we? So the Oracle. It says, be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. The Oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck, right? The ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, she's reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who was able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all you can see and gather information to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. And this is so prominent because sometimes we do have to look outside of the situation so that we can actually see it for what it is. Like, when you're in the thick of it, when you're in the middle of a situation, sometimes it's hard to see things clearly. So it's almost like you have to take a step back and quietly observe. Like, observe how you're reacting and responding, and then observe how the other person or parties are reacting and responding as well. And from there, gather that information and then make an assessment and make a decision based on that information, right? It says angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So if you're here, just know that your angels, divine ancestors are all speaking to you at this time. They're trying to send you messages. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. And that could be in the form of angel numbers. That could be in the form of your best friend telling you, hey, I don't think this is a good idea. You know, because sometimes spirit speaks through other people to help us along our journey. And if we're not willing to listen, we could miss out on valuable information. We could put ourselves in a dangerous situation because spirit uses different vessels to convey their messages. It says, you're being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves. So if you've been thinking about it, wait a minute, especially during this Mercury retrograde. If you've been thinking about it, wait a minute, give it some time. You know that saying, sleep on it? Yes, child, sleep on it. Give it some time and then make a decision. It says, because at the moment you're letting your wants get in the way of your needs. Ouch. Ouch. Sometimes we want something so badly that we neglect the things that we actually need to be doing, right? Like, for example, if I'm in school, I really don't have time to be entertaining foolishness. So if a man comes into my energy that is on bullshit, I don't have time to entertain it. Do I want a healthy relationship? Yes. Do I need a relationship at this time? No. So my priority is going to be myself and what I need, not what I want, not what it looks great. It may be, the experience may feel great, but at the same time, it's not a necessity. And I compare relationships to cold foam on iced coffee because it's a want, it's not a need. Baby, you already have enough sugar and creamer in that little iced coffee you got. What's a little bit of cold foam gonna do? It just adds a little razzle to your dazzle. You don't need it. Like I always tell my nephew, my 2-year-old nephew, you don't need it, because he still has his pacifier, and I'm like, you don't need it. I tell him this, and he looks at me and goes, T, I don't need it. I'm like, no, you don't need it. Sometimes what we need and what we want, two different things. Two different things. There's an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you're willing to truly open your eyes. Like I said, sometimes we have to take a step back. If you stop texting that person for a little bit, see who's really involved. See who really initiates contact. Will the relationship just die if you stop texting and calling altogether? Or does this person genuinely have an interest in you? If you don't call them today, will they call you tomorrow? Will they call you at any point today or text you at any point today? Is it really truly a relationship, or is it just a one-sided thing? Right? Or is it just a situationship? What is it really? You know what I mean? So it's like the Oracle, Spirit's message to us collectively at this time with the Oracle is to gather the facts, gather the information. And sometimes our emotions help us to feel things out as well. So use your emotions as a superpower. Yes, the questions that need answers. Exactly. Use your emotions as your superpower. Don't let your emotions control you, but allow them to help you intuitively guide you. Our emotions help to guide us, right? I know a lot of times people will be like, oh, well, your feelings are not facts, which is true. Feelings are not necessarily facts. But I can guarantee you, everybody in this live stream right now, at some point in your life, you've had an experience where you felt something was off or you felt something was right. And because you went with that gut feeling, it led you in a safe space, right? You were productive as a result of it, because maybe something said, don't go down this street today. Take a left instead of taking a right. And as you did so, you were protected from a robbery. You were protected from a shooting, a murder, whatever took place, because you felt that nudge for some reason not to go that way, right? So use your emotions as a guide. Or you felt that something wasn't right with somebody, and you just totally, you were like, no, I don't want you to come to my house. I'm not going to give that person my address. They don't need to know where I live. They don't need to know where I work, how many kids I have. I'm not giving them that information. Or you talk to them today and you just stop talking to them all of a sudden because you had this gut feeling that something was off. Use your emotions to your advantage. You see what I'm saying? So don't allow your emotions to rule you. Allow the emotions to help navigate you through situations in life, because that's what our emotions help us to do. Am I really angry at this person, or am I angry at the situation? Am I triggered by what was said, right? It helps us to gather more information, like what really is going on here before I make a decision. Yeah, this person may say, oh, I want you to be my wife, or I want to have a family with you. Okay, well, hold up, wait a minute. We haven't known each other that long. You see what I'm saying? We haven't known each other that long. So take your time and gather information first. Like, beware of red flags like that. When people want to try to rush you into situations, like, sir, I don't even know you. We literally just met, and you, come on now. Let's not. I mean, it's great that somebody has an intention. Of course, they have a certain intention, but at the same time, you want to gather information before you make such a permanent decision, right? Or this job, like, let's say you're looking for jobs and things of this nature. Kids, I would advise you to book a personal reading. This is not the place to type all of that here. I have a website, AquarianEmpressTarot.net. If you'd like to book a personal reading there, you can. Yeah. I'm sorry about whatever is going on with your friends or whatever. That's a lot going on. And like I said, I would encourage you to book a personal reading if you want me to pull cards, okay? You're welcome. But just use your discretion. Use discernment. I can't stress that enough. People come and go. And sometimes people will tell you anything. They will tell you anything they think you want to hear. They will show up as long as it's convenient for them. Like, don't let anybody play with you. All right, so the second message we got. Oh, let me finish this. I'm sorry. It says, if you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, Spirit says, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed, be revealed. Then you'll know what you need to do next. The angels are supporting you. Trust them. Your ancestors and spirit guides, they're leading you in the right path. Trust it. So then we got shapeshifter. Exactly. Beware of people who are love bombers, especially if you're dating. And some people come on very thick and very strong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're constantly telling you all these things that they think you want to hear and trying to gas you up and make you feel so great, so they can drop you low when it's convenient for them. So they can go back to another source when you're not giving them what they want and they don't get their way. It's like they'll try to get you so addicted to the attention and the verbal, what do you call it? The compliments and the flowery gestures and the sweet nothings. They're sweet nothings is what they are. You know what I mean? Yes, it is love bombing. Hi, Diana. Happy Saturday. It's love bombing. And love bombing is so freaking manipulative because a lot of people don't even see it while it's happening. Oh, and I'm going to do this. Especially, what do they call it? Future faking? Where this person pretends like they want something long term with you, but you just met. Like, come on now. Now, it's one thing to say, I do eventually down the road want a committed relationship, or I want to be married, or, I want to start a family eventually. But for somebody to be like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this and I'm going to do that and blah, blah, blah. Like, we just met yesterday on Facebook. You're a random man from Facebook at this point. Worse than a random man from Atlanta. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I see it all over TikTok. But it be guys like really trying to act like they really want something serious. They do not. They do not. Do not be fooled. They do not. Lies. All lies until proven true. You know the saying, guilty until proven innocent? Yes. Keep that in mind. Guilty until proven true. Prove it. That's my thing. Prove it. You can do all of this all day long and running your mouth and saying, oh, that you like me and da 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 da, and you just think I'm the best thing and since sliced bread. And then when it actually comes time for you to show up fully, where are you? When it comes time for you to put this into action, where are you? What are you doing? See, don't let it, don't. Spirit says, wait. Silence. Let them do this. Let them do this, because 9 times out of 10 when people do this, and this applies to friendships too, and even companies and corporations, a lot of times people will do this, and they will tell you everything that you needed to know. All right, I won't be accepting that offer. Yeah, sometimes we work anywhere between 40 and 60 hours a week. Well, what are you guys paying? Well, we're paying $15 an hour. You're paying what? To do what? Yeah. And you're like, well, it is a 45-minute drive for me every day back and forth, and then I have to go pick my kids up from daycare, and that's a lot. Yeah, but we offer incentives and blah blah blah. The flattery, like Aisha said, the flattery. Yeah, and then usually after about 6 months, you get we offer promotions and raises, and we do a performance evaluation to see how you're doing. They really need you. You don't really need them. They really need you. You don't really need them. But they're giving you all these flattery words to make it seem like, oh, we have a little thing over here where you can go and get coffee and snacks and drinks, and everybody, we're such a good team here. We all get along together so well, and everybody works together really, really great. And remember, guilty until proven innocent. Mind you, there's a lady at her desk looking like, with her glasses, like, who gets along with who? Baby, we've been at war for 10 years. But they're going to tell you everything that they think you want to hear. And we offer a comprehensive insurance packet. We offer an IRA. We offer retirement. We offer 401k. After your first 90 days, We offer childcare. We offer a gym membership, whatever. But you're working 80 hours a week. You don't have any weekends off. Sometimes you're required to work holidays, which are mandatory. They're not telling you all of the things that you need to know, right? When I say use discernment, I mean use discernment. What do you need to know? Not what they want you to know. What do you need to know? Moving on to shapeshifter. This is our next ancestral message, so we're going to get into it. Shapeshifter. Just keep that in mind, whether it's a friendship, relationship, or a business professional relationship. People be like, oh yeah, let's start a business together. Sir, you're not even reliable with paying your credit card bill on time. Why would I want to go into business with you? Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Spirit says take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. This is a sign specifically if you are looking to enhance your career opportunities, you're looking into getting into entrepreneurship and starting your own business. Spirit says take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. Some of you guys are clairvoyant. Some of you guys have psychic abilities, intuitive abilities. Develop those abilities. The more you practice, the more you strengthen a muscle, the better you get at using it, right? It says you may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you're in a space of transformation. You're moving beyond your past challenges and honing your current strengths, right? There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are. You're an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. So you are very adaptable, and your spirit guides and ancestors know that. You are resilient. You have been through so much in your lives that most people just looking at you, or just upon meeting you initially, they would never know your story. They would never know your story because your light shines so brightly that they would be like, wow, she's such a positive person. Like, I enjoy being around her. Like, she's just a really cool, down to earth, peaceful person. And having no idea of the different things that you've endured throughout your life, the things that you've suffered through to get to where you are today, a lot of people will not know that. And it's not for them to know it. You know it. Your ancestors know it. But Spirit wants you to know that you are more talented and gifted than you give yourself credit for. Give yourself the credit. It says, all of your experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are. You're an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. So find out what your talents are. What are you good at? Are you really good at giving others supportive advice, constructive criticism? Are you really good at being an encouragement or motivational speaker? Are you really good at working, like doing things, putting things together, right? Organizing, managing. What are you really good at? It says you are guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. When this card arrives, there's also an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note if you're seeing a particular animal regularly because its medicine is coming to you. So those are the ancestral messages this week, y'all. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates with somebody. On to the tarot, you guys. Let's get into it. Ooh. Okay. All right. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? All right, so I'm pulling cards for the collective today, Spirit. Let's see what's going on here. Oops. Also, you guys, my main goal is to focus more on shadow work this month, going into next month, because this is the time for it. We're in Virgo season. I feel like Virgo season is the perfect time to focus on shadow work because the year has gone by and it's like gives you a time to reflect on all the things you've done, seeds you planted, seeds you've reaped. We reap what we sow, right? And how to better plan for the next year going forward. What seeds do we plan on planting? And how do we plan on nurturing those seeds as they grow? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today? We got an Ace of Pentacles. So some of you guys will be receiving a new opportunity. This could be in career or finances, but it could also be in a relationship situation. Aces are new energy. It's incoming, right? It's a new start, a fresh start. Some of you guys may be getting a new job offer or starting a new job. Ace of Pentacles came out. We have Four of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be saving money with the Ace of Pentacles next to the Four of Pentacles. Spirit's message to you is to save your money. Like, be frugal with how much you're spending, right? Is it a need or is it a want? Spirit said. Temperance. It's all going to work out. So if you've been a little bit concerned about how you're going to stretch your money, Spirit says it's all going to work out. Also, emotional balance, like keeping yourself grounded during this time and just kind of like laying low and doing your own thing quietly and moving in silence will help you to restore your emotional balance. Don't let somebody get you out of character. Don't let somebody get you worked up because of the made up stories about you they have in their head and the things that they don't want to accept. It has nothing to do with you. It's a them problem. Don't take what somebody else is feeling or thinking personal. It has nothing to do with you. Even though sometimes people will project their fears onto you, right? Their doubt onto you. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. They'll be like, well, I don't think that's possible because I've never been able to. Oh, that's you. You can't do it. You're not putting in enough effort to get it done. But as for me, I'm gonna turn up, right? So don't let somebody else make you feel like you're not capable of reaching your own goals or manifesting the things that you desire, because baby, you're fully capable. Just because they decide that it's not for them, or they just don't want to do it, or they're too lazy to do it, that has nothing to do with you. And don't let somebody slide into your DMs getting you out of character because of something slick that they said. Remember, you always have the power of deleting, not even acknowledging it, ignoring, blocking. You have the power to not engage. You're an adult, so you don't have to engage if you don't want to engage. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacle energy. So some of you guys may be involved with someone who is in a King of Pentacle King of Pentacle energy, excuse me, is what I meant to say. This person could be very like financially responsible, very financially stable. They may want to help assist you with taking care of things because they have it. They have the resources to do so. Or this could be your energy. You could be in a King of Pentacle energy where you're really focused on your business, or you're focused on your career, your finances, and you're just trying to make sure that you're taking care of all of your financial obligations. Which I love this energy for you. So you guys may be balancing things out financially, like trying to pay off debts. Because remember, we have the Temperance here, and then we have the King of Pentacles. All right. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Beware of someone trying to manipulate you financially. I strongly feel like this could be a company. I feel like a company could try to present themselves one way to you. Like if you're job searching, right? Like I was just talking about earlier, where they try to make themselves seem like this really great company or corporation to work for, but really it's trash. Like, read the fine print, listen to what's being said, and take away key aspects of that conversation. How would you benefit working for that company, right? Or how would you benefit by paying for or investing in this service, right? For example, I use Linktree as an entrepreneur with my tarot business. I use Linktree. I've never had an issue with Linktree. It allows me to be able to insert the links to my Etsy shop or the links to my Facebook page for people to follow me, the link to my Instagram, whatever, YouTube channel, Linktree. I pay a fee for Linktree. But they give you this whole thing to read before you sign up and before you agree to the, like the monthly thing. Even for my website that I have, I do the same thing. So before I sign up for another tier, I'm going to make sure that I clearly read why I should add another 500 emails, pay for another 500 emails, right? How is this benefiting me, right? Or how many ads can I get out of this? So you have to really pay attention, because some people are slick with it. Seven of Swords, people, spirit saying they're slick with it. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo who's slick with it. This person thinks they're getting over on you. They think they're playing you. No. Read between the lines. What's really being said? Oh, I'm trying to save my money right now. And maybe they're wanting you to be like, oh, well, I can help you pay for that. Just keep that in mind. We have the King of Swords. King of Swords. Spirit says some of y'all will have to be a little bit direct and blunt when it comes to communicating your needs and also stating your boundaries. Yeah, I got the King of Cups here. A lot of King energy. King of Cups. Respectfully but directly stating your needs. Queen of Cups. Yeah, setting healthy boundaries, knowing your worth, and being focused on that. Some of you guys may be meeting your divine counterpart. I'm getting also could be an air sign or somebody with air placements. The sun is a yes. So if you've been praying for something or trying to manifest something, Spirit is saying yes. Give it time, but it's a yes. There could be a Leo involved, or you could have Leo placements, possibly. Also, Spirit's going to be revealing some things because the sun illuminates. The sun shines brightly on whatever was in the dark. And I love how this depicts the illumination. So things that you didn't see clearly, Spirit is saying you're going to be receiving clarity. And we had a King of Wands here. So some of you guys may be in this energy of being like very charismatic. Maybe you're a leader in some type of way in what you do at work. You could be a team lead. You could be somebody who's been in your field of work for an extended period of time, and people come to you, they ask you questions because you're experienced, right? We have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups. You may feel like, for some of you guys, you may feel not appreciated by someone, or you could just be trying to create distance, or somebody may be creating distance from you, like they're giving off this distant energy, this aloof energy. That's the Four of Cups, taking you for granted. Somebody may have been taking you for granted. If this is the case, Spirit says to be very direct and cutthroat in your approach, like what you will no longer tolerate, right? Stand in your power. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, you guys have been through it and may be going through some challenges right now with Mercury retrograde going on. And Spirit's messages to you to create that distance. Like, if it's not supporting you in any type of way, financially, emotionally, physically, cut it off. The Moon. The Moon. Shadow work. The Moon is indicative of shadow work. So some of you guys still have some shadow work to do, some inner healing to do. You're triggered by people. Your trust issues constantly come out, and you could be sabotaging perfectly healthy relationships because you still haven't dealt with those inner issues. Please deal with them. Please deal with them. You may not have to go to therapy, but you know what your triggers are. You know what trauma you've been through. You got to work through them. You can't expect somebody to just put up with whatever because they love you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not fair to someone else who's trying to love you because you're closed off, because you don't trust anybody, because of all the things that you've been through. Like, you have to be receptive to the love, right? I'm not saying be a fool and just tolerate whatever, but you also have to be receptive to someone bringing love to you, genuine love to you. And love is not superficial. It's more than that. It's like showing care and concern for another person, not just on a surface level type of situation, you know? The Moon is also about receiving clarity, trusting your intuition, and looking deeper into things. So some of you guys need to look deeper into a situation that's really causing you some distress. And that's okay too, Aisha. At least you're not too proud to admit that. At least you're humble enough to acknowledge, hey, I actually do need help. I can't do this on my own. And that's literally the first step to shadow work, is realizing, hey, I need to take a step back and gain another perspective on why I'm triggered by certain things, why I respond to certain things. And that's really that's a big deal to acknowledge when you don't know what a healthy relationship looks like, but you desire one, right? And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. And then you want to look at people who actually do have healthy relationships as an example of what you desire, because that's what you want. You don't want all the other toxicity. You don't want all the abuse, emotional, physical, verbal. You don't want that. Knight of Cups. So for some of you guys, if you don't trust somebody that has romantic feelings towards you, please trust your intuition. This person may come along and be offering you whatever, but if you feel that there's a distance between you or a disconnect where this person is not being, like, you know how sometimes in the beginning of relationships, people start off really, really strong. And like I was saying earlier, they try to use flattery and love bombing to get you to stick around. But then you start to see, oh, this person seems very distracted. They're no longer texting me consistently. And I'm not saying that somebody's got to be texting you every damn hour or every 2 or 3 hours. But in 24 hours, there should be a message that pops up. There should be a phone call. I do not agree with this whole going 24, 48 hours without communicating with somebody that you genuinely are interested in. That makes no sense to me. So I'm not buying the BS. I'm not buying it. So let's say this person was consistent and they were texting you throughout the day when you guys first met, you first got together. or they were calling you regularly or FaceTiming you regularly, then all of a sudden now here we are going into week 3, 4, 5, or 6, and now all of a sudden it's all these excuses. Oh, I'm so busy, I had to work. Sorry, you were texting me and FaceTiming me at work before. What's changed? Use your discernment. Use your discernment. I'm just tired. Okay, we'll go take a nap. And don't let it bother you. This is why I say don't let your emotions get the best of you, because sometimes people do have legitimate excuses, but that's where you have to use common sense and discernment. Some stuff is legitimate. If this man has worked 3 back-to-back 10, 12, 16-hour shifts, he might be tired. He might not, you know what I mean? Like, his goal may be to get home and go to bed, especially if he's working overnights. That may be a thing. But if he's just, you know what I'm saying? His job is very laid back. He typically only works a regular 8-hour shift like the rest of us. And he goes home. He ain't that damn tired. Read the room. Watch the signs. Use discernment. Okay? Don't let nobody play with you. That's all I have to say. Because the 4 of Cups is somebody not really valuing you the way that they should. They don't see your value. Maybe they're tempted by other things. Because remember, it's 4 cups. The 3 of Cups is having other options, entertaining other people. The 4 is one more than the 3. The 4 is, I'm right here in your face, showing my genuine interest, and you're not reciprocating that back to me. So I'm going to pull back. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to fall back. Sometimes you have to fall back, because sometimes people don't learn until you remove yourself from the equation. You don't have to send a long text. You don't have to send a long paragraph. And I'm a firm believer in, like, especially if you call this person out on it before. Oh, I noticed that you haven't really been texting me. What's going on? Is everything okay? I called you and you didn't answer the phone. You didn't even call me back. I didn't see a missed call. You didn't see 5 missed calls yesterday? That's weird. Because it went through on my end. That's weird. Like, bye. This is why I say the art of detachment is a really good thing to have, because when you don't become prematurely attached to someone, you can detach from them just as quickly. Like, oh, okay, I see what you're on. I've said something to you. We've had this conversation several times about you disappearing, about you then re-popping up 3 or 4 days later. Now you want to have a conversation. Now you want to go out randomly. I'm putting my kids to bed. It's 9 o'clock. You're calling me up on a Friday night. Sir, I have things planned for the kids tomorrow. I'm taking them somewhere. Like, if you had called me earlier this week, instead of going ghost, we could have actually made real plans. But since you want to play games, I see the call coming through. I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to answer. No, I'm not responding to that. And then you text me, WYD. What's that? What is that? I'm not responding to that. Like, you can pick up the phone and call if you can send a text message. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Don't let somebody play with you, because if you let them play with you, they will run a circus if you let them. Oh, so it's like that. You're not answering? You goddamn right. I'm not answering. It's 10 p.m. and I'm putting my kids to bed. Why would I answer you? You've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to contact me, and you didn't. You have to set boundaries. You have to let people know that there's consequences to playing with you. If you play with me, you're going to get stupid prizes. 2 of Pentacles means I'm going to choose something else. I'm going to choose myself. I'm going to choose my family. I'm going to choose to be around people who actually reciprocate the energy. Hell, I might choose a whole new nigga. Just saying. Don't play with me. All right, y'all. So, that's been our collective messages of the day. Hope it resonates with somebody. I hope it helped someone. Please be sure to take your time and gain the clarity that you need on the situations. Aisha, you ain't never lied. Because, girl, I swear, that's like one of the common ones. The common ones that's always said, I got my kids. And they never stopped you before. I I got my kids are with me. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? You mean to tell me that you got kids outside playing on the monkey bars and the swing set and you can't send a text message or your thumb's broke? What? Sir, have a good day. It's the crazy excuses for me. The craziest excuses for me. Mind you, the child is 30. I got my kids with me. Sir, your child is 35. What are you doing? Are you changing diapers? I'm being dramatic, y'all. But you see my point, right? I actually had a guy tell me that his daughter was 12. The guy I was dating at the time, he was 12. Oh, my daughter's over here. Okay, and you don't know how to go in the bedroom like a grown-up and shut the door? Have a private conversation, maybe step out on the patio? Maybe sit in the car. You don't know how to have a private conversation with a 12-year-old in the house? What? While she's playing the game in her room? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, right? I will never ever understand people who are on a dating site, right? They're on a dating site or dating app. They match with someone. They start talking to someone, and then all of a sudden they become busy. What were you here for? What were you here for? Well, I just, like you said, Aisha, I just got a lot going on. I had to go to work. Wow, because all adults don't go to work. I just got to take care of all these bills, and because I don't have bills. The person that you're talking to, like, I don't have work. Hell, I might even have kids. In my situation, I don't. And I highly discourage women, if you don't have kids, to date a man who has kids, because it's nothing but drama. It's nothing but drama. This is just my opinion, speaking from personal experience. I do not recommend. But yeah, like, why are you here presenting yourself as an available single person, but then I have a lot going on. I'm so busy. Like, get off of the app. Just get off the app. Get off the app. Because we tired. Get off the app. Like, I'm always amazed at the bullshit that's stated on dating apps. Because I'm just like, look at this profile. Talking about I got 3 dogs, 5 kids, 2 jobs. And I'm in the military. Like, sir, why are you here? Why are you here? What are you doing? What are you doing for the rest of single mankind? Like, what is your purpose in life? It's giving dangerous, because honestly, like, if you've got all of that going on, you really don't have time to be dating nobody. Like, go sit down somewhere. Get it all worked out. Raise the kids. Do what you need to do. Go to work and mind your business. Like, leave the single ones alone. Don't pull nobody else into that. It's crazy. It's wild. But thank y'all so much for hopping in today. That concludes me slinging cards today. So hopefully I will see y'all again next Saturday. I might pop in on Wednesday, depending how the week goes. But sending y'all my love. As always, I'm available for personal readings, so make sure you book. If you book today, I'll have it for you by Monday. Okay? So sending y'all my love. Have a blessed weekend, my loves. And feel free to reach out to me if you need to. Peace out, y'all.